Thanks for joining me again, subscribers and trolls. Actually, I know the haters are watching heavy. We're gonna talk some more of my what you want to call connecting dots. H2O, LEL. We're gonna talk words, magic spells. It's episode of 14, Extendo. We're gonna bust the elemental stuff down because you are an elemental being. I told you that. So, let's get back to the watered down brain. Let's get down to the transmitter, right? So we'll show you how this all goes in conjunction with the affected waters. All right. Now, since words are magic, and you define things by words through their definition and diction, excuse me, we can flip that over. We gotta bust this stuff down, okay? Your electric impulses are inner transients. It's light. Because what's neural? It's of nerve or nerve endings. Neuro. Okay? If you have a neuron, that's a nerve cell and its process. And neurosis is a mental disorder. That would describe society. Everybody says zombie retarded. They're giving birth to zombies because you know. I told you. Your light being alkalized, you know, and then you spread that. Instead of spreading light, you're spreading shadow. Because what does alkalize do? Neutralizes acid. Light's an acid. Because we'll metaphorically speak. Don't vampires burn in the movies? They can't go outside. Oh God, it's forbidden. Oh my goodness, don't let a vampire go outside in the day. Jeez, they're burning, right? Yeah, it destroys demons. Oh, they burn too. Relinquishes the shadow, the void. Gives life and energy. Bam. Acid. And then what's ribonucleic acid? Deoribonucleic acid? Amino acid? Huh? Right? So, listen. It's about electrical impulses. That's your neurons. Your neurotransmitter. Your impulses. Neurosis is mental disorder. You could be zombie. You could be mental. Psycho. You know, gone off this world. Understand that. And an atom is the smallest particle of a chemical element. If you're elemental, come on. Everything has electrons and neutrons and protons, right? So let's get into the E's. Electromotive is producing an electric current. Electronics, you would think, is a computer, but that's a science of electronic action. But what's electronic? Done by the action of electrons. What are in your atoms? Electricity is a form of energy with magnetic and chemical and radiant effects or effects. I would say both. Electric is charged with or worked by electricity. An element is a natural environment basic part of feature chemical substance that cannot be separated into different substances except by nuclear disintegration, or what we want to call fission. But you're studying out nuclear, LEL, electricity. Wait, where are you going with this, Crow? You're flying through the woods again at 40 miles an hour. It's 2 a.m. and there's no moon or stars out. It's pitch black and I've got a lit match. You better keep up. This is a long run. This is a rough one. So nuclear, of or like forming nucleus or nuclei, which would be two nucleus. And you would think nuclear is pertaining to power plants and toxic stuff like uranium, and it does. That's nuclear energy, but everything has a nucleus. The nucleus of the hemoglobin is what? Iron, surrounded by 4 nitrogen. Nucleus of the plant cells, magnesium, surrounded by 4 nitrogen. And Magnesium is a metal that's water soluble that you get easily by eating plants. A good source of bioavailable metal, because you don't want to eat actual iron and stuff like that. You want to eat bioavailable iron, bioavailable copper. However, if you drink out of copper containers, it does have a chemical effect on the H2O, which makes it become copper H2O. It's like bioavailable. You don't want to eat the metal copper, it's not good. However, if you get copper from a plant that, because it has filters like we do, although plants don't have livers, they have, I would want to say, really sturdy parts as opposed to us fleshy. They can get some stuff out of them because they are made of magnesium at the center, chlorophyll. See, so they're a lot different than we are. They're like an alkali earth, or alkali earth metal, non-metal. But magnesium is a metallic substance, quote unquote. Go look it up. I gotta study this excuse me, this words and this chemistry, and you will see what's going on. What's nuclear fusion? Fusion of nuclei or of atoms, and it releases much energy. That's like a hydrogen bomb. But what do you think happens in your head when you hear music and your waters just start going? You start dancing, boom, 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 boom. It's the same thing. That's called nuclear fusion, because the fusion of the oxygen being moved by the sound vibration hitting your ears, shit rattles your brain cells, because your brain is a cell, which would be the nucleus of your control center of your body, right? Now, see, the trick is if your brain's on water, there's two consciousness in there now. You see, because the water is conscious, so you're doubly screwed up. You see that? Alright. So the nucleus is an essential part of an atom or a living cell. Control center. Nuclear fission is splitting of nuclei. Right? And that releases energy. Nuclear family. You would think that's a nuclear collective of elements on the elemental table. No. The organic family, including the parents and their children living in one household, the whole family, the very thing that is destroyed. You see that? Nuclear, light, control center, transmitter, snuffed out, alkali, the void, the shadow, the wrong way, the non-light bearing way. See, you gotta understand this, overstand this. I keep saying that word, overstand it. Excuse me. Because when you understand LEL, electricity, magnetic, chemical, and radiant effects, iron, what's a magnet? Magnetized metal, right? Magnetized iron or steel, and attracts iron or steel. So the law of attraction broken down, bang, right there. You got the iron in your blood. You transmitting. Hello. What you think it is? And what's voltage? Electromotive force shown in volts. What's electromotive force? Producing electric current. What's volt? A unit of electromotive force. Tension is stretching or stress from something, or strain. And then voltage. What are the odds of that? Tensile, utensil, under tension, but you use a utensil to eat. No, utensil. See how you use the utensil to eat, but you're utilized. You're utilized once you're when I say hydrocarbons, define it. I define all this crap. Fluorocarbon, softened solids, water on the brain, watered down carbon. What's dental fluorosis? When the fluoride eats away at your teeth and they become weak. That's due to fluoride. And a magnet, I said it, a piece of iron or steel that attracts iron steel. When you fuse something, you melt it together, or, you know. Yeah. See? Fusion, melting together, blending. Fission, splitting apart. Bioavailable, non-bioavailable. You want to get bioavailable metals, not non-bioavailable. You want to eat scrap iron and pieces of copper. Man. And ingesting all those type of metals, that's what happens. Boom, water in the brain. Boom, alchem. Taking medicine because you messed up. Oh man. Drinking this fluoride. Ooh, oh man. Thought you was solid. Man, you watered down. And you're doubly screwed up. And that's where the void and the light comes in. I said light's acidic. What does it do? Burns vampires. Oddly enough, in movies. And void, you have to have enough light to snuff out the void, because the shadow will eat the light quick. It's what black holes do, right? Hence why the sun pours his light in the middle. You know, telling you, get on this frequency, man. Get up here. Come up here. Come up here, my transient elemental people, my people, my color people, my human. I told you that. We're transient of color, man. Sound has color too. Noise, all that. My color people, huh? You gotta come up here, baby. Come up here. I'm telling you. Get up here. And we'll go some places. So, reading to yourself is inner transience. You only hear that. You read out loud, people hear you. You think to yourself, that's inner. You hear that. You say it out loud. It's being spoken. Transient. Thoughts are electrical impulses. Your brain is the transmitter. LEL, triangle wave, and pulse. The heart beats, that's the pulse. Blood flows, that's noise, the bioelectrical hum of your consciousness. Water conducts that electricity. So, when your brain's on water, not like this, how it should be fully functioning, and it's shrunken down and colored up, the problem is that now you're an amplified transmitter of that bullshit. You see? Bam! Caught up. You suck right into it. You can't get enough. Your device has got you by your nuts. You're walking into stuff, walking in the wall. You're lucky you don't get hit by somebody driving their car, zombies on wheels. Because they're looking at their device. Two-way gate. Cosmetic. You know what I'm saying? So, like, light is acidic. Void is the alkali. L is a form of light. Shadow is a form of void. Alkalis neutralize acids. If your waters are tainted by water solubles, you know your water's programmed in your body too, but you're flipped upside down. Everything you know is flipped upside down. You know, I showed you that. Everything is flipped upside down. So it's screwed up. So when you look at all this and you put it in conjunction, you got to understand that you're elemental, and you bust this electric down. Understand or overstand organic, a body or organ is systematically arranged of or from the living matter of chemical compound containing carbon. And what's organizing? Organized for some purpose, arranged according to a system. You have protocol. You know, there's protocol in your functions. And if your protocol is messed up, the set of rules and procedures controlling the activity in data transmission, that would mean your brain's on water. You know not what you do. When you know what you do, you can't even help it. Your impulses are so screwed up. So, like I said, this is Extendo, episode 14. Subscribers and trolls, I thank you for tuning in. We'll probably keep this topic going. I don't want to keep going on. I gotta try to get some other material here. But we're busting down words so you can understand them and understand that these words define in the reality which you live. Where every word you speak is a magic spell. That's more importantly. Understand nuclear of the nucleus. It's not just power plant stuff. Central part specific to of an atom or a living cell. Your nucleus is shot and you've been got. This is a Crow. I'll catch you on the flip. Hope you enjoyed this Transient Info 14 Extendo. We'll extend it some more.